The Cowboys are gearing up for Monday Night Football against the Raiders, and Brian Schottenheimer just dropped some bombshell that I really want to unpack for you. I'm just trying to wrap my head around how this team is going to show up. Let me walk you through what's going on, because this is way more than just another game. What's up, Cowboys? Welcome to the NFL Playbook Cowboys. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This channel is all about breaking down everything you need to know about the Americas team. So, first thing first, we're playing on Monday night, and the matchup is actually pretty interesting. We're going up against Pete Carroll and his crew, and here's the thing that caught my attention. Schottenheimer has history with these guys. He worked under Pete Carroll for a couple years, and he was getting all emotional talking about it. He said he hasn't really told Pete how much he means to him in his career, but he's planning to. You can tell there's real love there, you know? It's not just coach speak. The guy genuinely respects Pete and is looking forward to seeing him before and after the game. That's the people side of football that we don't always see, but it matters. Now, let's talk about what we're actually going to see on that field Monday night. Demarvion Overshown is coming back, and Schottenheimer was pretty honest about it. He said he just wants Overshown to play free. The guy hasn't played in a long time, but he also hasn't forgotten how to play. They're being smart about it, though. There's talk about a pitch count, ramping him up, making sure he's feeling good. Will he play the entire game? Maybe. We'll see. But you know Demo is itching to get out there and make plays. That's just who he is. And then we've got these new guys, Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson, who just came on board. Schottenheimer was really impressed with both of them. He said they're veterans, they're professionals, and honestly, the timing of everything made their transition even more challenging. But these guys have handled it with class. He specifically mentioned how Quinnen talks about his faith all the time, and you can see how real that is to him. That kind of character matters, especially right now. Here's something I found interesting about the game prep. Because it's a Monday night game, their whole week is shifted. Today's practice was more like a Wednesday, focusing on first and second down. And get this, they shortened practice to about 90 minutes instead of the usual hour and 45, because the team hasn't done football in a while. They're easing back into it, which makes sense. Schottenheimer said the big push for this game is going to come down to execution, fundamentals, getting back to basics. If they execute well, he feels good about their chances. The bye week actually gave them a chance to really dig into the film and figure out what they're good at and what they need to stop doing. Schottenheimer said they identified things that the team executes at a high level and stuff they're comfortable with, and as a coaching staff, we probably need to do more of those things. He wasn't going to give away the answers to the test, as he put it, but they learned some glowing things from watching that video. Sometimes you need that pause to catch your breath and be honest about what's working and what's not.
Now let's talk about Dak Prescott, because this is something we've all been discussing. The last couple games, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. But before that, 13 touchdowns, no picks in 4 games. So what's going on? Schottenheimer broke it down pretty simply. The last 2 games against Denver and Arizona, we got behind early and had to play catch-up. And when you're playing from behind, when everyone in the stadium knows you have to pass, it's really hard for any quarterback to play at a high level. That's not the football this team wants to play. They want to run the ball, use the action passing game, make defenses guess. But when you're in 2-minute drill mode for most of the second half, it's tough. The defense controls everything. So the big key for Monday, win first down, execute on first down, run the ball well, avoid penalties, throw completions. That's what gives you control of the game instead of the defense dictating what you can do. But here's where things get heavy, and I think this is what really stood out to me from this whole press conference. This team is dealing with something tragic. Schottenheimer didn't go into all the details, and honestly, I'm going to respect that and keep it vague too. But they lost someone. They're honoring Marshawn Kneeland, and you can feel the weight of that throughout everything he said. This isn't just about X's and O's right now. This is about a group of guys who are hurting, who are grieving, and who still have to find a way to go out there and play football. The way Schottenheimer talked about getting back on the field was really powerful. He said for him and for the players, football is their escape. It's what they love to do with the people they love doing it with. When he lost his dad, he took a job in Jacksonville because he needed that. It's where you find comfort. It's what you're great at. And these guys, a lot of them have lived through tragedy in their lives, and their escape is being in that locker room with their brothers, putting on their helmets and going out to that practice field. He mentioned that the meetings this morning had good energy. Guys were shooting hoops before meetings, getting back to some normalcy. And he told them straight up, we're not done honoring our teammate, but we have business to take care of. and the best way to honor him is to take care of that business. That hit me, That's leadership right there. Schottenheimer also talked about how he's navigating this as a coach. He said there's no playbook for this. He's leaning on his instincts, talking to his dad in prayer, but mostly he's talking to the players. He loves those guys, and they're the ones that matter most to him. He's asking them how they're doing, how they're feeling, and their energy is fueling him. He said today he feels more like himself than he did yesterday, and each day helps the healing process. But he's also real about the fact that there will be emotions tomorrow, the next day, and Monday night before kickoff. His job is to prepare them for that and let them know what they're going to do to honor their teammate before the game so they can be ready for it. The grief counselors have been around and they'll continue to be there for as long as the guys need them. But what really encouraged Schottenheimer was hearing from the team leaders. They told him, "We're done talking, we want to play." And as a Cowboys fan, hearing that gets me emotional too. These guys are ready to channel everything they're feeling into that game. They want to go out there and play with their hair on fire, run the ball, be physical, and play free. So yeah, Monday Night Football is going to be different this time. It's not just another game. This team is playing for something bigger than a win or a loss. They're playing for their brother, and I think we're all going to feel that when they take the field. How about them Cowboys?